Builder.ai was supposed to make building an app as simple as ordering a pizza. But in just weeks, this $1.5 billion star collapsed into bankruptcy. So, what went wrong? Founded in London in 2016, Builder.ai raised more than $450 million from Microsoft, Qatar's wealth fund, SoftBank, and more.
Builder.ai, a startup that helps companies make applications without any coding experience.
They said their AI assistant, Natasha, could build software for anyone in minutes. But the truth was shocking.
Natasha does over time is, as she starts to understand the relationship between customers, between features, for example, you can't log out before you log in. If you want to do payments, you need a credit card gateway. If you are a retailer, there's a high probability you need a shopping app. And then she's also able to understand what you mean. So, if you started to say, I'm a small business, I sell shoes, she might show you a shopping app with shoes in it. And then you could say, I do, high-end women's shoes, and she switches the trainers to high-end women's shoes in the pictures.
Builder.ai didn't use cutting-edge AI. It had about 700 engineers in India coding all day. They were hand coding, not a machine.
I don't think it's a world where you simply talk to an AI and say, build me something. I think there's always going to be a human in the loop, and we've sort of been using this term human-assisted AI for a very long time. It's a matter of how much is human and how much is AI. And so we've got to a happy medium today where it's about 1.2 human beings to build a piece of software. It used to be 10. In some cases,
Will it be zero eventually?
Well, I think in some cases it is zero. Like retailers, restaurants, we can ship stuff in a day and a half, 2 days, and it's zero. But at some point, you will need a human expert.
In 2024, the company claimed about $220 million in revenue. But after new CEO Manpreet Ratia ordered an audit, the real number turned out to be only around $50 to $55 million, just a quarter of what had been promised. On top of falsified AI claims, Builder.ai got tangled in round tripping, trading fake invoices back and forth with India's Verse innovation to inflate sales. Things fell apart fast. Viola Credit seized $37 million over loan defaults, leaving Builder.ai with only $5 million. They laid off 80% of staff. Nearly 1,000 people were out of a job. For hundreds of employees all over the world, the end came so suddenly without any warning. One former product manager said, "We all lost our jobs in 30 minutes. Another former Bangalore engineer said, "We were told to never mention our location or use Indian English phrases." Investors lost hundreds of millions. Microsoft owes Builder.ai $30 million. AWS is chasing $85 million in unpaid bills. Experts now call this classic FOMO investing, chasing AI hype without real tech. Carrie Osman, CEO of growth intelligence firm Cruxy said, "Technology like Gen AI has been massively overhyped in recent years, and investors and boards are under increasing pressure to find the latest, sexiest uses for AI. Driven by FOMO rather than fundamentals, investors are rushing into deals with minimal scrutiny, inflating valuations, and sidelining due diligence. This moment is a warning. Hype only goes so far. Builder.ai promised to make anyone a developer. But even with big funding and big dreams, execution is everything. The tech world moves fast, and even unicorns can trip if they don't keep up. So, was Builder.ai just too early or already too late? One thing's for sure. Building software with just AI isn't as simple as they made it sound.